Hey, what's up, Bills Mafia? How's it going? It is game number 5 today. Bills versus Texans. What some are calling the Stefan Diggs Bowl. I'm on my way to watch the game. Just a little bit of just a couple of things before I get into that. That game last week was insanely bad. I don't know what Joe Brady was doing. I don't know what was going on defensively. I have a theory, and that is that eventually injuries catch up. And every team winds up having them. Every team winds up succumbing to them at some point. And I think at some point that Bills defense is going to have a problem with injuries. I mean, they're going to have a problem dealing with the injuries and getting through the injuries. And this is going to segue a little bit into what we've got going on today. But apparently Deion Dawkins was dealing with a hamstring during the game. And that wasn't good, obviously, because the offensive line did not play well. But the Ravens, you got to give them credit. You got to give them credit. That defense lived up to the reputation of the Baltimore defense. And they did things to confuse the offensive line. But you're going to have those games, right? You're going to have, every team goes through that where you wind up having a game during the season where you just look lost, especially if you've got injuries. Now, getting into this week, we've got a problem. We've got a major problem, and actually we've got two major problems. One of them being Khalil Shakir, he's out. And the other one is Ed Oliver, he's out. Rumor has it that Terrell Bernard's going to be back. I don't know how effective he's going to be. Hopefully he can get through the game healthy and be effective. But you never know when somebody's coming back from an injury. Houston is a very good team. Make no mistake about it. They showed it last year. They went to the playoffs, made the divisional round, lost to the Ravens. And C.J. Stroud is amazing even in his second year. You know, you'd think the league would catch up with him. They have not caught up with him. Nico Collins and Stefan Diggs. Stefan Diggs has been playing well for them. So that's going to be a factor. Their defensive line is going to be a factor. They've got a very good defensive front. So we'll see how the Bills' offensive line can deal with that. Because they didn't deal with they didn't deal with I don't know what that was all about. They didn't deal with the Ravens front very well. So we'll have to see what happens. Josh Allen, I think he's getting over his hand injury. In terms of wide receivers, Keon Coleman's going to have to play a bigger role. Dalton Kincaid's going to have to play a bigger role. And we're probably going to look to get Dawson Knox involved. The Bills have some weapons, and Joe Brady's going to have to figure out how to use them, how to best use them, how not to get Josh Allen killed in the meantime. My prediction for this game, I'm honestly not very confident, and not because the Bills aren't good. Not because they can't hang with the Texans, but it's another road game. quite frankly, the Bills are banged up. We're still missing. We're still missing we're still missing Teron Johnson, and we're still missing Matt Milano. So that's just the way it is. It happens. But go Bills.